Alright, welcome back everybody. Math 1350, Chapter 7, Section 5, Homework. Real numbers. Decide if the number is rational or irrational. Okay. Rational. A rational number is any number that has a finite terminating decimal or one that repeats. In other words, as long as we can tell a pattern or it ends, that's rational. An irrational number is any number that is not rational. I've always loved that definition. What's an irrational number? Something that's not rational. Duh. Hence, irrational. IR is for not rational. So let's see. Square root of 100. What is 100 made up of? For square roots, well, I should explain this first. The concepts of square roots and cube roots. Remember, there's an invisible 2 there. The root tells us the number of times any number must repeat in order to be removed from the radical. So let's say square root of 4. 4 is made up of 2 times 2. Since 2 occurs twice, it comes out of the radical. And there's nothing left, so it's just 2. Square root of 25. 25 is made up of 5 times 5. It's a square root, so it's 2 there. Do we have any pairs of numbers? Yeah. Once we have a pair of numbers, this guy lets them out. So there's that. Square root of 8. 8 is 2 times 4. 4 is 2 times 2. So 8 is made up of 2 times 2 times 2. Remember, it's a square root, so we need 2 of a kind. There's a pair, so it comes out. Now, since this one doesn't match with anybody, it stays inside there. And there's your answer. Square root of 125. 125. 5 goes into 12 2 times, with 2 left over. 5 goes into 25, 5. 25 is made up of 5 times 5. So 5 times 5 times 5. We need 2 of a kind because there's a 2 there. So that 5 comes out. I'll put it down here. That 5 comes out. And whatever's left stays inside. cube root of 27. 2 plus 7 is 9, so this number is divisible by 3. 3 goes into 27 9 times. 9 is 3 times 3. So it's 3 times 3 times 3. This one says I need 3 of a kind. So there's 3 of a kind. So they come out of there. There's nothing left. There's your answer. All right, let's take another one. Cube root of 32. Remember, we need 3 of a kind. What's 32 made up of? Ends in an even number, so it's divisible by 2. 2 goes into 3 once, with 1 left over. 2 goes into 12 6 times. And it's an even, so it's divisible by 2. 2 goes into 16 8 times. 2 goes into 8 4 times. 2 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 times 2 times 2 times, there's 5 of them. We need 3 of them. So those 3 can be taken out. Whatever is left stays inside there. 2 times 2. So it's 2 cube root of 4. So that's how it works. All right, back to the homework. So 100, since we have a square root, we're looking for 2 of the same type of numbers. 100 is made up of 10 times 10. So the square root of 100 is 10. So it is irrational. How about the square root of 62? 62 breaks down to 2. 2 goes into 6 3 times. 2 goes into 2 once. Okay, that can't go any further. So, nope, irrational. Of course, that's as far as it goes. Decide if the number is rational or irrational. 0.32 with a bar over it. So 0.32, 32, 32. So there's a distinct pattern here. Because there's a pattern that we could predict, it's rational. An example of an irrational decimal is pi. If you look it up, it goes on for, infinity. But no, there's no pattern, no repeating number, no anything. Decide if the number is rational or irrational. 2, 4, 2, 6, 2, 3, 2. It's irrational. We can't predict what's next. Oops, hold it. That one's rational. This is rational. That one's rational, yeah. Decide if the number of rational is rational. The negative in front really means nothing. 121. 121 is made up of 11 times 11. So the answer is negative 11. There's no decimals, so it's rational. It's a finite number. It's actually 0.0. Square root of 110. 110 breaks down to, if a number ends in a 0, then it's multiplied by 10. 10 times whatever's in front of it. Well, 11 can't go any further. This can go to 2 and 5, but there's no pairing or anything, so no, it's irrational. Instead of numbers rational or irrational. 4679, 4680. Can we predict? No, because I mean we don't know if it's the same 4679, 80, 81. We can't predict that. So it is irrational. Negative square root of 130. 130 is made up of, ends in a 0, so it's 10 times 13. Nothing factors out, so it's irrational, so we can't predict what the next numbers are going to be in the pattern. Simplify the radical. Square root of 75. 75, since it ends in a 5, is divisible by 5. 5 goes into 7 once, with 2 left over. 5 goes into 25 5 times. 15 is made up of 3 times 5. So 3 times 5 times 5 plus 3 times 5 times 5. That's what equals 75. There's a pattern here. There's 2 of them in a row. We need 2. So that 5 comes out. And whatever's left stays inside. So 5 radical 3. That's A. Yikes. 6, 4, 8, 0. 4th root. So we need 4 of a kind. It's like a real good poker hand. 6, 4, 8, 0. We know it ends in a 10, so it's divisible by, ends in 0, so it's divisible by 10. 10 is 5 times 2. This one ends in an 8. Well, we can also go 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 8 is 18. We know it's divisible by 9 also, but let's stick with the easy ones. It's divisible by 2 since the last digit's an even or 0. 2 goes into 6 3 times, 2 goes into 4 twice, 2 goes into 8 4 times. So far these are my endpoints. Ends in a 4, so it's divisible by 2. 2 goes into 3 once, with 1 left over. 2 goes into 12 6 times. 2 goes into 4 twice. 2 goes into 16 8 times. 2 goes to 2 once. $81. 8 plus 1 is 9, so we know it's divisible by 9. 9 times 9 is 81. 9 is made up of 3 and 3. 3 and 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the 3s. And there's a 5. That's what that equals. We need 4 of a kind. There's 4 of those 2s. There's 4 of those 3s. Only 1 5. So these 2s come out as a 2. These 3s come out as a 3. Whatever's left, the 4th, that never changes, 4th root of 5. 2 times 3 is 6. 4th root of 5. Answer is B. Find the square root round to the hundredths if necessary. Remember the hundredths. This is the 10th hundredths, so I want it 2 different places. When it says round to hundredths, that means this is 10th hundredths. So we look at this number. If this number is between 0 and 4, just drop these off. Just drop those off. If it's between 5 and 9, then we add 1 to that one. So let's see. Square root of 6. 6. We know the square root of 4 is 2, and the square root of 9 is 3. The square root of 2 fits somewhere inside there. So it's between 2 and 3. It's not bigger than 9, so it has to start off with a 2. It's closer to the 2 than the 3 because 6 is closer to the 4 than 9, so it's below 2.5. So let's do 2.4. So in other words, it can't be that one for sure. Too big. So it's like that. Jokers. So they're all 2.4s. So let's start with the middle number. This 2.43, 2.45, 2.48. So let's try it with the middle ones. If it's too big, then they're up. They go down. If it's too small, we go up. So let's go 2.45 times 2.45. We're trying to, when we multiply these, we're trying to get number closest to 6 as we can get. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 4 is 20, times 2 is 22. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. Put a 0 there. Now next one. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 2 is 18. 4 times 2 is 8, 9. So now 3 zeros. 2 times 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 2 times 4 is 8. It's not. Plus 1 is 9. No, 2 zeros. We're going to put 2 zeros here. Now we start 2 times 4 is 10. No. 4 is 9. 4. So we get 5. 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. 18, 19, 20. 6. Since there's 2 spaces there, 2 spaces here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put back 4 spaces. So 2 plus 2 equals 4. So these two together is 6.0025. So that's a little bit over 6. So it can't be 2.48. I'm not guessing this is going to be any closer. So I'm saying it's D. We could check out. Let's look at 2.43. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. 6 plus 1 is 7. 4 times 3 is 12. 16 plus 1 is 17. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9. 2 decimals. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. 9, 4, 14 plus 6 is 20. 8 plus 2 is 10, 19, and 4 spaces. This one is 5.9049. How far is that from 6000? This is 2.45. It's only off by 10 hundredths, thousandths, 10,000. 25 10 thousandths. That's how close it is. How about this one? Ten minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 4 is 5. 9 minus 0 is 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. Decimal 0. So this one is tens, 100,000, 10,000. This is 951 10,000ths. So this one's much closer. So the answer is D. All right, Good luck, everybody, with your homework. That does it for Chapter 7. Good luck.